Stop and run was a major point of emphasis for us, and the guys got out and played hard, and we were to get those fits that we were talking about last week, and things worked out a little bit for us.
Bennett said before the game, some of the guys were just talking about, hey, we got nothing to lose. Let's just go lay it on the line. And right from the start, it looked like Stanley was flying around, Bennett and so forth. Did you see that as well?
Well, guys playing with some reckless abandon, you know, but I think for the most part, guys are playing hard, playing physical, getting after it, and really, starting up front with, the way the guys are coming off the ball, and at the linebacker level, the guys get downhill and fill in the run lanes. Uh, you know, you could sense that was guys were getting really wanting to get after it.
What did Harding and Phillips add to your linebacker group?
Well, they were aggressive, and getting downhill, and making some plays behind the line of scrimmage, and being physical at the point of attack. Those guys are, and that's something we worked on all of last week, and it showed up big.
The front four, Wisconsin's a very good offensive line, already recognized for it. What did you see improvement-wise from them?
Guys getting off, especially at the point of attack. Our play at the point of attack was a lot better than it had been in the previous week. So that's what we saw.
Jamal have a good game. Who played particularly well up front?
Jamal Milan.
Yeah.
As you look at it, he's a guy that stood out up front. He played nose for us and was just he wreaked some havoc in the A gap, and that's we have that kind of play in the interior of our defense. It helps us a ton.
Yeah.
What does he do well?
Well, I think just looking at Wisconsin, the penetration that he was able to get in the A gap early in the ball game really helped us a ton. And it set a tone for us, for how we were going to play the run for the rest of the day.
Does a game like that kind of show him how good he can be and some things like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think when he goes back and we review the tape with him today, he's going to see the things that he's done and what he's capable of doing. Tamir Oliver is another guy that played really well in the interior of our defense. So those guys, when they go back and watch it, they're going to see, hey, this is definitely how we want to continue to build and continue to play.
That secondary, just what have they done so well this year? I mean, run support, they seem strong, but they haven't been tested as much in the passing game. Just what have you seen there?
Well, last few weeks, we played some teams that have been heavy run. So they haven't been tested too much. The interception by Bennett was big for us in the first half. The week before, they were like 15 pass attempts and 5 completions with 2 interceptions. So the guys are we're growing, we're building them, and guys are showing improvement.
I think you said last year this defense takes some time to get accustomed to kind of this group, so a young group again. Is it kind of going through it again?
Yeah, and, got a lot of young guys, and it takes some learning, and the learning is by experience and understanding where we fit, both in the run game and the passing game, and guys are taking to it and working at it, and we're building, we're getting better.
A different kind of challenge though this week, right? Different kind of team.
Different kind of team. Yes, they do a lot more with a lot more personnel groups. They spread the ball around. They get the ball on the perimeter pretty well. So that's going to be the challenge this week is how well we're able to play on those outside running plays, those option read running plays. And they add a bit of the gadget element to the game with flea flickers and throwbacks and all those things. So those will be things that we'll be getting ready for.
Is that something that's particularly harder for a young defense, given the fact that you talk about discipline, minding your assignments, all that?
It can be. It can be. But that'll of course be. We have our points of emphasis this week. That'll be one of them. Being disciplined, staying with our guys no matter what's going on in the down, fitting where we got to fit, and doing our job all across the field.
What do you think of when you see these renovation or renderings of the football performance center?
I think it's awesome. It's going to be one heck of a facility. Shucks, I can't wait to, get to experience it. I think for recruits, it's going to be, it's quite a statement.
What were yours like at Cal? What were your facilities back then?
Oh, and man, we're trying to take a trip down memory lane. They were nowhere near like that. Shucks, we didn't even have that in the NFL. Those are going to be really, really nice. The digs are going to be pretty nice. I think the guys are going to really like it, and it's really going to help us.
You've both recruited and had a son get recruited at this level. How important is that, and what's the important things that they're looking for in the facility?
Well, I think recruits are looking for, they obviously look at facilities, then the program, then the academic side. Some recruits look at that and it weighs heavy in their decision. Some recruits it doesn't. It just depends on the kid. Walking in and seeing what's going to be built here is going to be quite impressive.
Got your office picked out?
Not yet.
Did you come across Jeff in the NFL? Jeff Brom? Did you come across him? I was in Tampa in '98.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we crossed paths. He was in Tampa. I almost forgot that. Cross paths a little bit. Yeah.
What do you make of him you're studying his offense. What do you kind of make of him as a coach?
I think he's a real good coach. They have a really good plan on offense and what they want to get accomplished, what they want to get done. They keep you on your toes with everything that they do.
I mean, they ran a spread look last year, but have you seen his being any different?
He's a spread look. They give him multiple looks on offense. Spread, a traditional one back, sprinkle in a little bit of two back. They'll go four wides and one back. They'll go two tight ends, receivers, no back in the backfield. So they'll do a smattering of a lot of different personnel groups. They'll do a lot of different things. We're just getting ready for it all.
You have to add now preparation for a backwards pass and offensive lineman.
Yeah, that goes into the checklist. They also do some things that are kind of similar to that. So that goes into the when we talk about the things we want to check off during the course of the week, that'll be in that bucket as well.
A question or two about Bennett Williams. I know your relationship with his dad, but how much did you really know about him, and how much were you kind of taking on faith from what is it Gary? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Like what Gary told you about him? How much did you really know about him when he got here?
I knew quite a bit about him.
Is he better than you thought, or further ahead than you thought he may be at this point?
I think he's a little further ahead than I thought he would be. But I knew he would come in and be an impact player for us. Didn't know how soon, but he struck me as, from following him, as a guy that could be a really, really good player at this level. Multi-talented. In high school, he played corner, played safety, receiver, return kicks. He probably had a few reps of running back in there. So, I had a pretty good idea that he was going to be a good player.
Is he remind you at all of Hardy Jr. in that your son is a heady kid, a smart, instinct, and Bennett appears to be similar?
Mm-hmm. Very similar.
Yeah.
When it comes to, the instincts, the understanding of the game, how quickly things translate to the field for him, and he's like a quarterback on defense.
Yeah.
That's very similar to Hardy Jr.
I asked all of you this. You guys obviously recruit all these kids for a reason, but what have you learned about your freshman group so far?
That we've got a great deal of potential in this class. You know, I think when you just look all across the board, and they're gaining valuable experience right now. You know, just looking from front to back. You know, Bobby Roundtree, Isaiah Gay, Jamal Woods. Those guys are learning, getting better each week. You know, on the back end, and it speaks for itself. So I think we're finding that these guys are they are a pretty good foundation on which we're going to build on.
Obviously, Isaiah started off really fast. Is this just running teams coming at you where his role's diminished a little bit?
Yeah, just just running teams. With the different packages that we're trying to get on the field to stop the run on first and second down. You want a bigger guy on the field. So just kind of limited his reps a little bit, but he'll get his.
How has the freshman class kind of grown throughout this season?
It's grown pretty good. Guys are getting, like I said earlier, guys are getting valuable experience and learning from it and getting better from it as we go along. And it's kind of fun to watch.
I mean, a week ago, you were talking about run fits. The most important thing against Wisconsin. I mean, is that maybe the best translation of what you wanted that we could practice into a game this season? Or?
Of course we want to win the football game. That's first and foremost. I think things we worked on, and then coming in here playing against the number 5 team in the country, and wasn't no bones about what they wanted to come in here and do. Let's run the football. For us to go work at run fits, work at that. I thought it translated pretty well for us on Saturday.
Love you said that having.
Please look.